Hello everyone. Welcome. Get out of the way here so I don't trip myself. So what I'm going to talk to you tonight about is something really passionate project I'm working on. And it's what I entitled Turning Your Virtual Dreams into Reality. So I'm Will Skelly-Power, I'm the co-founder, one of the co-founders of the company. What I want to talk tonight is about the idea and where the idea came from. A bit of background on that. The vision of where we think we can take this. Pretty outrageous, but if it's not a big enough outrageous idea, then probably shouldn't be doing it. So validation in terms of what Mark Zuckerberg thinks about the future of where these types of ideas are going, specific to what we're working on. Where we're at in the development cycle, everyone has an understanding of that. Where we're at from a funding perspective, as well as I've got a video tour, and I might nothing is as good as it is in VR. So I might show that, and then for those that can't stick around, but for those that do want to stick around, I'll do a demo. Now, before I get started, can I see a show of hands? How many people know what a vision board is? Raise your hands. Okay, only a couple. So I'm going to play this video. This is just a description of what an actual vision board is.
Boards, what are they, what's important about them, and how the heck do you make one? So let's start with what is a vision board. It's a place for you to keep all the images that represent what it is you want to bring into your life. And what I think is really neat about the exercise is that it forces you to sit down and really think about what is it that you want to bring into your life. So often I have clients come to me and they talk about what they don't want and they don't like, and they're really focused on that and they're really clear on that, but they're less clear on what it is they do want, and that's what's really important. So the other thing that's important about a vision board that I think gets missed on a lot of people is that it's less of a checklist of, so if you want a dog, you put a dog up there, or if you want a cookbook, you put a recipe up there. That's less the point. It's more important for you to put images up there that evoke a certain emotion in you, that make you feel really excited and feel like, that would be amazing. That's what's important about the vision board. So how do you start making one? First thing is head to the drugstore. Pick up a poster board and a glue stick and some thumbtacks and a bunch of magazines. And in terms of good magazines to buy, I think travel magazines are great because they have beautiful images. O Magazine is a great magazine for inspirational images. And home design magazines also have beautiful images. So flip through the magazine and rip out any sort of images that evoke that emotion in you, to think, oh my gosh, that would be incredible if I had that in my life. Those are the images that you want. And after you've done that, lay out all the images and start editing through to the top ones that really represent what it is you want to bring into your life. And put them up on your board. Now, the next part that's important is that this is not a one and done exercise. This is something you work on daily. So, meaning it should be placed somewhere that you see it every day. For example, mine, I have across from my bed on my dresser, and every night I spend anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes just looking at my board and visualizing that I already have whatever it is that's on the board and allowing myself to feel the excitement from it. And I'll be honest with you, I have to redo my vision board every few months because everything on my vision board ends up coming true. So it's pretty amazing. It's not always what you think it's going to be, because I do believe that the universe has grander ideas for us that we don't even know. But you'd be amazed. So get out there, start your vision board, and I can't wait to hear about it.
So I just thought there was a good quick summary of what an actual vision board is. People thought it was crazy when I started this and they didn't know what I was working on. So where did the idea come from? This is a quote that sort of hit me a few years ago. The 2 most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. So for me a few years ago, I didn't know what the why was, right? And so I sort of embarked on this journey of life purpose and meaning and what it all actually meant. And on this journey, I was recommended to read this book called Think and Grow Rich, and I was always in startups, and I was always quite ambitious. And when someone handed me this book, I thought this was all about making money and being rich at the end of the day. But in fact, it was quite the opposite. It was really all around, how it trains your brain and how to think. And then that sort of led me to this movie, The Secret. How many people have seen this? Fair few people, okay. So this movie is all about the law of attraction. So the more you put into the universe, the more you get back. So it was a combination of Think and Grow Rich and The Secret. And then it sort of went quiet for about 12 months for me. And I was sort of, working on some other businesses. And one Saturday morning, probably about 6 months ago, a buddy of mine who is a VC was just back from the US, and he was talking to me about the latest virtual reality demo that he saw. And he was explaining that it happened to be adult entertainment and how that this was going to revolutionize the world. And we started talking about other applications and ideas. So then it sort of dawned on me, well, how could I, and I've always used vision boards, and I have a static vision board that's on the back of my phone, which is sort of pictures of things that I'm looking to achieve, and I have it on the back of my laptop screen and all that. So I was actually thinking about, well, how can we actually use VR? How can I use VR as a way to create a vision board? And with any startup, as I mentioned, you have to have an audacious goal. And what our goal is to actually build the world's largest database of human thought. That's pretty crazy and outrageous to think about, but this is just the start and one application of how we plan to do this. And it's actually, over the last couple of months in the development cycle, it's actually brought up some new initiatives or some new ideas within not just this product, but others that we could actually build. So then I thought I'm going to take this idea of building the world's largest database of thought and do a lot more research on it, which led me to a girl called Tan Lee. She was a Young Australian of the Year. I think it was in 1998. She's just developed a product called Emotive. So they're based in San Francisco. They had a Kickstarter campaign and raised a couple $1 million, which was pretty phenomenal. But what their technology does is it's a neurosensor. So what it allows you to do is actually measure the neurons in your brain. And one of the examples that she gave me was a guy in a wheelchair, and he's coming down the hallway in his house, and he can either go left or he can go right. And all he does is think, I need to turn right. And the sensors are talking to the wheelchair, and all of a sudden this wheelchair starts moving right. So you start to think about, oh my God, just by thinking about things, you can actually create real world change and manifest things in your life. So we're starting to work with this technology and the software development kit, mainly around understanding how people will use this application. So the idea is we want to start to measure their neurons in their brain to see that the more that they're actively engaged in sitting in this vision board VR app, the more actively engaged the neurons in their brains are, and they're more likely they're to manifest a lot of the things that they're looking to achieve in the real world. So we sort of launched really early. We sort of didn't even have a prototype yet, and we did a thing on the morning show, which was sort of announcing the start of what we were working on. But I just want to talk a little bit about the validation, and I won't read all of this, but I just wanted to read an excerpt from it. This was back in July from Mark Zuckerberg. And he says, "One day I believe we'll be able to send full, rich thoughts to each other directly using technology. You will just be able to think of something and your friends will immediately be able to experience it too, if you like. That would be the ultimate communication technology. Our lives improve as our communication tools get better in many ways. We can build richer relationships with the people we love and care about. We know about what's going on in our world and can make better decisions in our jobs and lives. We also have more informed, we are also more informed and can make better decisions collectively as a society. This increase in the power of people have to share is one of the major forces driving the world today." So he is talking about telepathy and the ability to transfer thought into people's heads. Now when you start to think about where he's thinking in the future of the social connectivity, it's pretty amazing, and I think we haven't even seen or even heard about some of the concepts that will be developed over the coming years. And I guess the one thing that I've seen in the last 6 months is just the speed of innovation I was in the US for over a month, and the amount of groups and startup groups that are happening right now in Silicon Valley just around brain hacking and neuroscience, and it's really phenomenal, and there's a huge amount of attention that are going into this and growing rapidly. So where are we at in development? As I mentioned, we launched our beta, which I'll be happy tonight to show you, at TechCrunch Disrupt. We were one of 40 companies globally that was selected to present in their VR pavilion. On one side of us, we had the guys from CasinoVR who are building effectively a virtual casino, which is pretty cool. On the other side, there was an Australian company from Adelaide, and they have created a hologram. So it's the future of sort of video conferencing, and you looking at a hologram is sort of bizarre, but that's just to give you a sense of some of this technology and how quickly it's going. So a few weeks back, we had a sort of a customer development session over the weekend where we brought a bunch of people in and we showed them the app, and we got them to tear it apart and tell us all the things that are working, not working, what they'd like to see, how much they would pay for it, would they buy it on a subscription or would they buy it once off. And we collated all that information and insights, and we're actually putting that into the next round of our development. So to date, we've had seed capital put into the business for a couple of private investors, and now as we look to launch the first round of the product at the end of February or early March, we're going to be looking to raise some angel funding to speed up the development. And one of the areas that we're looking to speed up the development is in the social integration. So a few weeks ago, Oculus announced their social integration in the alpha stage. So it'll start to allow you to share a lot of these.
Can you believe 9 out of 10 people don't actually know what they want in life? If I asked you right now, what would your life need to look like for you to say that you are living your dreams? How difficult or easy would it be for you to answer that? It's not that reality creates beliefs, it's that beliefs create reality. Welcome to Vision Board VR. A vision board is a powerful visualization tool that you can use to help clarify, concentrate, and maintain your focus on specific life goals. A vision board is a collage of pictures, words, and quotes that serve to remind you of your goals and purpose in life and represent whatever you want to be, do, or have in your life. Please relax and enjoy this guided tour. We have defined 8 categories of your life that will serve as the key ingredients for your personal growth. These include love and romance, wealth and prosperity, family and community, career and life path, travel and discovery, mind and soul, health and wellness, confidence and self-esteem. Within each life category, you will define what it is you really want, and then select a picture or upload a photo to your vision board so you can focus on having already achieved or received it. By using Vision Board VR on a daily basis, you will stay focused and build a habit of positive thoughts and affirmations. The more you enroll and engage with your vision board, the more points you will accumulate. These points act as a clear display of your progress and will serve as a way to measure your attention on your intentions. Let's look into one of the life categories now. Please direct your eyes towards the yellow door on your right and enter the room. This is your wealth and prosperity board. Now there isn't much here right now, but let me show you how your board would look after some weeks of daily engagement and ongoing visualization of your selected images or photos. These items are the result of a process of introspection and regular positive thought. Every day that you visit, you will be asked to answer specific questions. Choose the photo or image that makes you feel the strongest connection to the question currently being presented. Since this is the tour, we have given you some examples, but you will also have the opportunity to upload your own from Google, Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest. These photos or images will then appear on your board, as well as small pieces of furniture appearing and other visual effects to indicate the earning of a higher score. No matter what happens during your day, your vision board is a constant reminder of where you intend to be. Appealing to you on both a conscious and subconscious level, a vision board can work wonders toward keeping your mind focused on your goals and your life headed in the direction. Let's go back now and take a look at another category to provide some additional context. Please look behind you and tap on the white door or press the back button on your VR headset. Please direct your eyes towards the green door on your left and tap on the touchpad. Now choose the photo or image that makes you feel the strongest connection to the question currently being presented. Again, since this is the tour, we have given you some examples, but you will also have the opportunity to upload your own from Google, Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest. As a result of creating your own vision board, you will start to connect emotions with these visualizations. These emotions will lead to beliefs, and these beliefs will manifest into your reality. By enrolling in the creation of your own vision board, you will be able to define what you really want in life, believe you deserve to receive it, and visualize having it already achieved it. Thank you for joining us on the Vision Board VR Tour. It's now time to get ready and experience your new reality.
Take in your everyday life, so if it's, you're driving down the street and it's the car you want or the house that you want, you can take a photo and upload it straight to your vision board. I think the real power in this is going to be around the social integration and connection. In terms of people sharing it, and what we're working on now is sort of a scoring algorithm that looks at active engagement and how we're going to drive that sort of hooked mentality of driving people back into the app on a day-to-day basis, and whether or not we're actually going to use it as a mobile app as well. The market that we're playing in, does anyone know what Lumosity is? It's like a brain training app. So to give you an idea of how big this market is, I think they have something like 50 million members, maybe $5 a month or something crazy. So it's a huge market, and I think what we're trying to align with is the growth of this technology specific to sort of that particular market to begin with. But, as I said, I'll have a demo just out there, and as you can imagine, seeing it on this type of screen environment doesn't really do its justice. So yeah, come and see me after, and I'm happy to take you through it. Thank you.